Hello, printed book. I wanted to show you guys another way you could bind your little gathering without sewing, and another way is just by stapling it. So I've got one of these staplers that is like a long format. You can adjust this little guide here, and that will ensure that when you're punching through the gathering that those staples end up right on the spine. So you could just put this guy in here, move the little guide back, and then make an adjustment to punch it right through the spine like that. If you don't have a stapler like that, a standard stapler will work, but a lot of times they're not deep enough that you can get the entire gathering in there. So what you would have to do in that case is use just single sheets and just punch it along one edge. So this is kind of similar to the brads, that it would be bound along the spine side, but it's going to take away that little bit of information along the spine, so you need to plan for that. So you could just very simply put a couple of staples in there to keep the sheets together. And then, if you don't like the way this looks, the other thing you can do just to cover it up is just use a little piece of decorative paper, or even paper that's the same as your little book. So the measurement for my little scrap of paper here is 1/2 inch plus the thickness of my book block, plus another 1/2 inch. And then if you want like a nice sharp spine, what you can do is just like we did for when we made the spine for the raft cover. So lay your little covering paper along your mat, and then at 1/2 inch over, make a score. And then the same, so flip it, and then 1/2 inch over, make a score. And that will leave that little bit of book block thickness in the center of your sheet there. So then you would want to just, reinforce your score lines on either side, glue the whole thing, and then just cover your staples like that. And that's just kind of like a little bit of a nicer way to finish something like that. Okay, so that's the second way.